Hey, my Y&R fans, we are back with another recap. Look like Abby and Chance is fighting over his job. Billy calls Sharon for help, and Devon confronts Victoria and Nate over their collusion. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for November 1st. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. Okay, so we start out over at Noah's nightclub where we got Adam admitting that he saw Chelsea on the roof with Billy. Now, Adam insists that Chelsea seemed upset and assumed that Billy must have done something to make that happen. Now, Lily get updates and defend Billy before shutting down Adam, who she thought was attempting to pry information out of her. So Lily won't know anything and wouldn't tell Adam even if she did, and she urges him to head on his way. My thing is, that is his son's mother. There is no way that this man should not be excluded. And for her to bring up this whole thing with Chance come, ridiculous. Now we're over in Chelsea's hotel suite. Billy offered to take her for a drive, get some food, but Chelsea just want to be left alone and blast Billy for not giving her the one thing that she wants. Now Billy confessed that he doesn't want to do that, and he don't even know what to do, but he knows that he can't leave Chelsea alone by herself right now. Now Adam shows up. Billy assures Chelsea that she doesn't have to talk to him or anyone else, and I just think he is being extremely selfish. I thought Lily was bad. Billy is being even worse right now because, again, that is the mother of his son. And for Billy to cut off phones, play like they weren't there, dismiss text messages, put him on the red button when it comes to him calling, it's ridiculous. And I got a lot to say about him when we do our weekly recap on our podcast. So if you want details on that, go down in the description section. I'll leave it right there. But yeah, Billy was wrong in this situation. I mean, if anybody should have known what was going on with Chelsea, it should have been Adam. But I don't know. Billy always have a bias when it comes to Adam. So, of course, it doesn't surprise me that he did this. So, eventually, once Adam leaves, he makes sure he verifies that. Chelsea starts to open up about the voices in her head and how she can't forgive herself for her mistakes. That is accountability. Now, Billy will assure Chelsea that she has so much to live for and try to convince her that she can get through this. Chelsea at this point is absolutely exhausted. So Billy suggests that she should go get some rest. Billy tucks her in the bed and he steps inside the bathroom to make a couple of phone calls. Now, over at Crimson Lights, Abby finds Chance there and wondering, what are you doing here? Now, Chance reveals that his stakeout ended early, so Abby lashes out over him visiting the coffee house instead of coming home. Now, since Abby feel like Chance is avoiding her, she want to work through their issues. Chance think that they should do it right there on that patio, so Abby will sit down for a very tense, emotional conversation. Now, Abby confessed to being disappointed when Chance has to go out and play super cop, but he feels like she resents his job, which she does. Now, in fact, Chance acknowledges that there's some resentment on both sides since Abby can't accept the reality of a detective's life. He is absolutely correct. Now, after Abby decides that she wants to be alone, Chance will get frustrated as she just take off. And this is what gets me about Abby. Abby knows full well what type of job he has. And like Chance says, there's no specific schedule when criminals are going to get into criminal activity. So he has to go when he's called. She does resent his situation and his job. She just don't want to admit to it. And then she gets mad saying that you can't tell me how to feel. He's telling you because you're not being honest with yourself, and you know this. The other thing is that with Chance, he still can't get over the fact of what he did in covering up Victor's crime with Ashlyn Locke. And he resents that as well. And of course, Abby can live with that because she's happy her dad is saved in the situation. But it leaves Chance extremely frustrated again when she decides she want to run out. However, Sharon shows up, bring Chance a little dessert before she steps away and happen to take a phone call from Billy. Now, Billy reveals to Sharon that there was an incident with Chelsea, so Sharon agrees to keep this between the two of them and rush right over. And you can tell by the look on her face, she is shocked. I honestly think that Billy should have called 911 to get her the help that she needs, but he's trying to be the savior in this. And I will give him kudos for doing a good job on getting her off the ledge. Outside of that, he also has some emotional issues about the situation, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But this is now where another way it goes wrong, because Adam comes into the coffee house and is worried about something going on with Chelsea, who wanted information, and Sharon won't give him that either. It's just so annoying to watch. And then she hurries off in an instant to leave without spilling any of the information that she knows that Billy told her. I mean, seriously, this woman needs all of the help that she can, and especially from the fact that she is the mother of Adam's son. So now Billy finally makes a phone call over to Lily to assure her that it's not what she thinks. Tell her what it is. Now, although Billy won't go into details, he admits that there was an incident with Chelsea and suggests that he's trying to get Chelsea some help. So he's going to stick around and stay over in Chelsea's suite for a while. I think this would go over well, much better with Lily, if he just be honest and give her the truth of what's actually going on. An incident? Okay, that doesn't say anything, especially since he ran off and pretty much left Lily out to dry over at the Grand Phoenix. So give her something. If anybody should know anything, it's his girlfriend Lily and Chelsea's son's father, Adam. Now, when Sharon arrives over at Chelsea's suite, Billy steps outside and admits that he found Chelsea on the roof ready to jump. Now, of course, Sharon is absolutely shocked, but she praises Billy for doing the right thing and insists that they have to get Chelsea into a facility that can monitor her. Now, Sharon wants to arrange that in the morning, but Billy thinks that it's an uphill battle to try to convince Chelsea. Now, once Chelsea wakes up and summons Billy because she calls out to him, he brings Sharon in and hopes that Chelsea can understand why he called her. Now, Chelsea is going to shut her down initially, but Sharon will urge her to trust Ray on this. Ray will want her to take this step, which is why he gave her another chance in the first place. And Sharon urges Chelsea not to throw that chance away, so Chelsea agrees to get the help. Now, over at Society, Devon comes along right as Nate is working out the details of his deal with Victoria Newman, and they are celebrating. Devon assumes that Victoria has been colluding with Nate all along, and he calls her out on it too. Now, Victoria acts like she's not following Devon's logic. She's playing innocent in the nut role, but he feels certain that she's the one that was coming after his company, which he's correct. Now, Devon basically rant about how greedy Victoria is and how she's disrespecting Neil Winter's legacy. And Nate act like Victoria needs to be kept out of all of this. But Devon won't agree since she was plotting a takeover using Nate's shares. Now, after Devon says that, you know what, I'm not going to ever forgive you, he suggests that maybe Newman Media's CEO job won't be enough. And Devon warns Victoria that Nate might come for her spot next. So then later on, we see Devon sitting alone at a table contemplating getting in touch with Amanda. Suddenly, Devon hears this whole commotion nearby and finds that Abby is taking her anger out on some tumbling lemons at the bar. Now, Abby acknowledged the problems in her relationship and worried that every negative thing Chance was said was true, because it is. Now, Devon offers a whole pep talk trying to take the accountability away from her by telling her what she want to hear and crack a joke to lift Abby's spirits, so she pulls him into this big old hug. So, yeah, Abby and Chance, they got problems and they got to acknowledge those problems in their relationship. And the thing is that it looked like Abby and Chance's marriage is on the verge of crumbling. So we got to stay tuned to see what direction that it takes them to. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.